Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to 7.2.5 Easy Path for Completion. We are gonna run Rage, Power Shield and Hurt Locker path today. This is a very fun combination of nodes. So Rage is whenever you hit the opponent and give him damage more than 2.5% of their health, they get a Fury buff on themselves, and if they have 5 Fury buffs, they get unblockable. Apart from that, there's also Power Shield, so your basic attacks deal no damage, but your special attacks deal 400% more damage. And Hurt Locker is if you use the same kind of special attack twice in a row, you get the delayed blast on yourself. You can dispel it using a heavy, otherwise it gives you a lot of damage. And also there's poison vulnerability that we can use as well. So this is a very fun combination of nodes. Mostly I would suggest you to use Mystic Champions that can nullify these rage stacks as well. At this HP pools, you won't get much of Furies there, but just to be safe, champions like Black Widow Clairvoyant, Morningstar, Dr. Voodoo, Venom, Dr. Doom, Tigra, they will work really well here. If not, you can also play no parry style with some power gain champions. So I'm talking about your Hyperions, Arcus, Doctor Strange, Mordo. Also, because this path has poison vulnerability, so if the poison is applied to the opponent, they take 200% extra damage. So you can go with somebody like Archangel, Dr. Voodoo, Mysterio, and also Abomination. Having said that, there are going to be 3 bosses here. One is going to be Platpool, then there's going to be Void, and as well as the boss we're going to attempt, that's going to be Dragon Man. We'll discuss about him later once we get into the fight. But before we jump into the part, guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications, and leave a comment down below. All of that really helps me out a lot. Now the first fight is going to be against Miles Morales. Now in my case, I have a Venom, so Venom just counters everything. A, he will not let him evade, so I don't have to worry about the evade charges. And B, if I do give him some rage stacks, I can always use my SP1 to eat out those rage furies, so he never goes unblockable. So you can do the same, you can bring in Venom. If not, other champions we can also work here. You just need to be careful about his evade charges. When those evade charges are not there, then you can pretty much use specials and kill him off. You can also play parry and heavy style also with some other champions, so you don't have to worry about his evade. Champions like Captain America Infinity War and Blade will also work. Just be careful that if you bring in champions with class advantage, and do not give him so much damage that he goes unblockable rage. And if you can play around that, it's a pretty fun and easy fight. Next fight is going to be against Psylocke. Now Psylocke is a pretty easy champion to deal with. Her specials are very easily evadable, so I'm just going to use an Archangel here just to showcase that you can use damage over time champions for this whole quest as well. So you can use an Archangel, same you can use a Blade, you can use any shock damage like Black Widow or Deadly Origin, so any or damage over time champion can work as well. Again, just be wary with the rage stack. In this way you won't have the cushion to dispel any rage if they get it, but generally if you use a class disadvantage champion, and you can easily keep the rages away. So if it's a Psylocke, if you bring in a skill champion, the damage will be lowered and the rage will not take into effect, and you can easily kill her off. Next up is going to be Quake, who is a little bit tricky if you let her charge your heavy attacks, or if you're not able to dex her SP1, because as soon as you get those charges of aftershock on you, they will expire and give you stun and give you quite a lot of damage. So I'm just staying behind, parrying and having an Archangel and my way. You will notice that I will get hit by in my block with the SP1 and I'll get those aftershock charges. And also I gave him two special ones in a row in the end, but she was about to die and I don't get that hurt local blast. So it's very easy to forget about Hurt Locker when we are focusing on Rage and Power Shield, but don't forget about it because that is going to give you a lot of damage, and probably that's the reason you would tie with a champion as well. So remember, you have Hurt Locker as well. Next up is going to be a Ghost Rider who is immune to bleeds and incinerate. Again, you can bring in any champion and you can kill him off. You can bring in poison champions, for example Abomination or Immortal Abomination. You can also use Dr. Voodoo like me and stack up those poisons so he takes extra damage. Otherwise, any Mystic champion would work with normal rotation with all of those specials and dispelling any raid charges as they get along. And also, if you're using Mystic Dispersion 3x5, I usually use a 3x5, 4x5 also works for some people, so that will help you also. Or you can just bring in Hyperion. I know it's a class disadvantage, but you can just throw one SP3 and then spam your special one, and that's about it. Or magic will also work, just keep him in a corner, power lock him, and then you can do the intercept game. So there's quite a few different options, fun options you can work on this. Again, do not forget about Hurt Locker. You have to alternate your specials. If you're not alternating, then you have to use a heavy attack, so just be careful about that. And then we have Captain America Infinity War, who's pretty straightforward to deal with. His specials are easily evadable. The only annoying thing is that he's going to glance a lot and he will just prolong the fight for no reason. And the only trap you can fall in here is going to be a Hurt Locker. You might get frustrated and you might use the same special twice in a row. So you just need to take care about that. Just bring in any champion, that would work easily. If Mystic champion you do not want to bring, because against Mystic champions Captain America Infinity War will glance more, so you can bring in other, for example Cosmic champion, or even champions that apply poison, or even a class advantage, somebody you can bleed him off with an SP1. For example, Mole Man will work really well here, Blade will work really well here. So there's quite a few different champions that you can use that have bleeds on their specials and they will rip him apart. And the final fight before the boss is going to be an Aegon. So whenever you will hit Aegon, he will get those furies on him to a maximum stack of 6. Now you can use that to your advantage. You can bring in champions that deal more damage when the opponents have more buffs on them. So in my case, I'm just gonna use a Morningstar. I will just use one SP3 to build up to 2 charges, and then I'm gonna alternate my SP2 and SP1. The SP2 with all of those rage stacks on Aegon will give a lot of damage, and the SP1 will also damage quite a few because of 2 charges on Morningstar. So yeah guys, you can bring in Black Widow Clear 1, you can bring in Doom, you can bring in any champion that can take care of his raid stacks, of his fury stacks, and any other furies that he gets. And the boss fight is going to be against the Dragon Man. We're gonna attempt now. He has a node that is stun reflection, so he has a stun shield on him that does not allow him to get parried or stunned. And if you do stun him and you try to parry him, that will be reflected back on you, and you get a long duration stun, and he can probably kill you off. The only way to dispel the shield is either you poison him or you incinerate him, and because he is poison immune and he has empowered immunity, if you try to poison him, he will get 33% bar of power. So the only way you can deal with the stun reflection is either you bring in an incinerate champion, somebody like Human Torch, or somebody like Black Widow Clairvoyant with the incinerate mode, or Sunspot will work really well. If not, some other champions that you can use is She-Hulk. I am using. You can also bring in Void, and also Luke Cage is a very hidden MVP for this fight. Luke Cage will also give you that protection against if you get hit or if there's an SP3, and Void will keep his power in check and slowly kill him off. My personal favorite for this fight, I know it's a little difficult fight playing no parry, but once you get some of those passive fury stacks up, She-Hulk just obliterates this champion, this boss. So from the beginning, I'm not trying to parry him, I'm just trying to bait out his specials, block them, and then go back in. And right now I have 8 passive fury stacks, and I'm gonna build up more, and once I have 8 to 10, he will just throw his specials. Now he's an extra large champion, so the furies will last longer for She-Hulk, and she can easily ramp herself up and kill him off. One thing you need to be careful about, do not get cornered in this fight because of the bonus attacks that that Dragon Man gets. So just be wary about that. Have your specials ready whenever you're being cornered, and you can throw them off. Once you have 15 to 16 rage stacks, you can start throwing your SP2s. The SP2 will apply a petrify debuff on Dragonman that will stop his regen and give you a little breathing space as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you like the tips and tricks and it helps you clear 7.2.5. Next would be 7.2.6 easy path along with Grandmaster. So that will be probably out in a day or two. So stay tuned guys, and if you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications and leave a comment down below. All of that really helps me out a lot. And apart from that guys, I hope you all have an amazing day and I'll see you next time.